I was in this like PR job. My background is in public relations and communications.
Mine too.
And so yeah, and it's a fun industry. And I definitely got to like meet a lot of cool people and worked with amazing people. But I just knew, I was like, I don't know. I feel like there's something else I want to do, something one-on-one, something more personal and intimate. And yeah, and I just was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to find out what it is that I want to do. And I stumbled on this practitioner at the time in Iowa. That's where I was living. And it was a QHHT practitioner. And I kind of did some research on her, and I'm like, wow, like you can find out, like if you're in a rut or if you're in the middle of like, oh, I don't know what to do with my career, I don't know what area to pursue, you can find out answers to that. And I'm like, this sounds really cool. Let's go and see what I'm meant to do. And I went for the session, and it was through that QHHT session where I found out I was meant to do this. I was, yeah, I mean, I kind of took that leap of faith, and I was like, hey, like if I want to see this through, it's about trusting myself, and I'm just gonna have to jump right in and see how this is gonna work out. And so I had to make that really difficult decision of leaving my safe job and pursuing this full time. So I've been pursuing it full time for over a year now, I'd say.
So that's really amazing, right? Because we all have stuff. Well, some of us, I won't say we all. I think everybody has something that they want to do, but it's a difference that some people have the courage to actually do it. Then you have the other people that have the courage to do it and really step out on it, like on faith, you know.
Yeah.
And so that's really amazing to be able to do that. Um, because like myself, before I got to doing this spiritual side of everything, I went to school for mass communications, public relations, and before that I went to Specs Howard. I had got my degree from Rochester College. And I started off just doing news, and then got into the entertainment news because that's what everybody wants to talk about, and it really wasn't going where it was supposed to go.
Yeah.
So I don't, it's just funny how life will prompt you and put little things in your path. And then well, let me check this out. And like you said, you went to check this practitioner out, and only to find out this is what you're supposed to be doing. So it's like it literally kind of gave you a knock, like hello. And it's just
Yeah.
that's so amazing. If you don't mind me asking, and not to be, prying, but just to make a point, are you single, or do you have, well, it looks like you're not single.
Yes, I'm married.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Married for 5 years. Yes.
Okay, yeah, I looked at the ring when you
Yeah.
said I'm asking a question. Like, here you go. And the reason I asked that, because you have someone, a support system. So you have people that are single and they have nothing to rely on but just their finances. So it might be a little bit harder for them to do so. Now,
Oh, yeah.
I'm married as well, but it's still like I'm still the type of person that feels like I have to have a cushion. So I
Right.
just say all that to commend you and your bravery, and it's working out because you're able to do it full time.
I definitely try to think like that too. I mean, I think you can manifest anything that you want, really.
Yeah.
And I think it's all about just the power of your mind and just positive thinking. I mean, it's not easy. It's never easy kind of venturing out on your own and starting a business in a space that right now isn't as popular, and maybe it is making some momentum right now. But I've fully accepted that it could be a challenge, but I'm excited for the adventure. And the good thing is that, you're right, like I do have a support system. I have, my husband, he's a working physician. He's a sleep physician, actually. So it's kind of funny how like I'm in hypnosis and
Yeah.
he's in
Isn't that amazing? So now
don't know.
you're with somebody you're supposed to be with. On top of
Yeah,
that, you have a divine connection. So that's amazing. Oh
yeah,
yeah. Oh,
yeah.
excuse my chair rubbing against the wall, honey.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, so it's been so, like, I'm so grateful. He's been a huge support. And yeah, it is about having that support system, so I can feel for people who sometimes feel like, they're on their own and they have this passion, but there isn't as much of a support around them. And, and sometimes it could feel like you don't have a support system, but I like to remind my clients who feel that loneliness, who do feel that lack of support, that we do have supporters all around us. And if it's not in the physical realm, it could be in the spiritual realm, as spirit guides, as our loved ones, as the universe, really. And it's hard when you don't have that physical support, right? But just kind of knowing that the support is out there. If not here, then it's definitely in the spiritual realm, and we just have to believe in it, really.